It's been refreshing over the last couple of days to be able to like really focus on one game at a time during the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the quarterfinals of the Western Conference first. The first game, the OKC Thunder won 138 to 89 versus the Phoenix Suns.
Grayson Allen got ejected.
He got ejected for extending on the Chet Holmgren screen. It was over pretty fast.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. The Suns just didn't have enough firepower to compete in this game. Unfortunately, it was just. It was a defensive masterclass from the Thunder, and there was no way that I could. It would have took some miracles from Dylan Brooks and Colin Gillespie for them to really be in this game. And you could look at that. Only Dylan Brooks scored double digits in that starting lineup. They just shut everything off.
Yeah, this team is so dangerous, man. Like, there is no, again, championship hangover for this team. Every night, the standards are so high. Not only did they go into the end of the first half on a crazy, like, 20-7 run, they came out of 30 in the second half and still applied pressure. They still rotated perfectly.
Grayson Allen had double digits, too.
They still
okay.
applied, like, nothing is easy against this team. Not dribbling up, not getting into your offense, not feeding the post. Nothing is easy.
Was the first play of the game, Casey Wallace just picked the pocket of Grayson Allen? Or was it Colin Gillespie? It's one of the white guards. He just picked his pocket for an easy layup. It's like, this is what it is.
And physically, it's got to be draining because, they're just, again, they're tiring you out. But it's mentally draining, too, when everything you do has to be perfect, or else you're probably going to be down 20 because they run the other way.
Suns had got like a steal or a stop, and I know Mike probably remember it because it was very 2K.
You want to just go back and forth?
Casey Wallace jumped up and got it
I know
back
exactly.
like
He
a
jumped
2K
high,
steal.
too.
Yes, and I was like, 2K is realistic after all. But yeah, I mean, they held the Suns to 39% shooting from the field while shooting 59% themselves. They shot 55% from three, held them to 32% from three. They just, I mean, I'm infatuated with it, though. Mm-hmm. Sometimes this can get boring or whatnot. And I wasn't here taking notes in the third quarter on this game, dived in. But I'm infatuated with this obsession to be perfect. And I think this is what basketball and even the type of work we do where you don't get satisfied. They find something to do and something to play for and strive for. Even at the end of the game, I'm watching this game because we don't have 30,000 games on, and Chris Youngblood is taking a step back three. And it's like, that's still something to figure out there. That's still a challenge of like developing these other guys, getting them situational possessions and plays. And it's just like a coach's GM ownership group dream to be in where, you got goals inside the goals that you're accomplishing. I like it, man.
Yeah, I like it. J-Dub at the end of the game said that winning, he addressed the winning that doesn't get boring because a lot of people in that locker room were losing by 70 at one point.
Yeah.
So, like.
I remember that game. My goodness.
And so, when you was.
Against the Clippers?
No, I think it was against the
Grizzlies, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Grizzlies
you can tell they feed off when they're locking you up and they're down. Like, even when the bench came in, when they kind of emptied the bench or whatever, they got the lead up to 40.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody's taking nothing for granted on this team. They're not taking no plays off. And from a championship team, you just don't see that really often.
This is the perfect Chet Holmgren game.
Yeah, defensively and offensively.
With Victor Wembanyama probably not being eligible for the 65-game limit to win DPOY, to be on this national stage as the greatest defense of all time, maybe, and you have that type of performance protecting the paint. I made the tweet, DPOY performance on national TV, LOL. People like, I can't even tell who Kenny talk about. Is he talk about Chet or Casey Wallace? Because both of them are so crazy defensively. So, what a game. The cup is fun, but it might just be a runaway from this team. It's so weird to see at the bottom of the score, it says like, Suns 14-10. OKC 23-1. It's like, 23-1 don't even compute still. And now it's 24-1. Moving on to the late night game, the San Antonio Spurs won 132-119 against the LA Lakers.
Marcus Smart saved this game for being
he did, man.
Absolutely just a
26
dumpster fire. Like
8 threes.
Y'all would have, if he would have just had a on par game, y'all would have just got wiped.
Yeah.
Like that's defensively, I just don't know what y'all would do. Just because. Y'all had too many liabilities. Like, Stephon Castle was just doing whatever he wanted on the court.
If you have guards that can just get 2 feet into the paint, it's GG's for the Lakers.
Yeah.
And they don't have anybody to stop. Stephon Castle with a 30-10-6 game, 10 of 14 from the field, 3 made threes, got to the foul line. He's only been back a few games, and he looks as good as ever, which is pretty good. It got me thinking last night, like, would I trade this dude for Giannis right now?
That's it's funny. They were saying that on the commentary. They were saying this is one of those you put me in trade rumors type of performance. Like that's what they were saying. But it's Giannis.
It is Giannis. Yeah.
Hey, I'm not. He's not. I'm not. I told you I'm not putting him in that jam trade. I'll give him Dylan Harper before I give him Stephon Castle.
But
I don't
apparently,
even know if they
rumors
need
say
Giannis at
Dylan
this
Harper
point.
and Stephon Castle are untouchable.
Now, if I'm the Bucks,
yeah,
I am asking for both. I'm trying to get both with all of those picks. But if I'm the Spurs and I had to give up one, I'm giving up Dylan Harper.
It's just it's that, and it's a matter of like that OKC team is so crazy. We might as well just wait 2 years and say they're too expensive to coexist. And just by that time,
And I don't
Dylan
think that.
Harper
I
might
don't
be
even think that's going to happen. I don't think they're ever going to be inexpensive because they're able to put Brendan Carlson into.
Oh, yeah, and they got the first overall
fourth
pick coming
quarter,
this
and they
season,
got the
too.
pick.
Yeah, I forgot
so
about
it's
that.
like, what? When is that going to happen?
Yeah.
I'm going for it. I'm trying to beat them. If you get
It's gonna
Giannis Antetokounmpo with Vic, you got a chance. I don't care what nobody say. You got a chance in 7 games. I just seen the
real
Nuggets
chance.
and the Pacers.
Take
No
them to
disrespect,
7.
but they took them to 7.
Oh, this
so it
team
ain't
they got better, P.
They did, but
This team they got better.
that I just feel like if you in a space with like waiting is the stupidest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
You gonna wait 2 years and then now somebody on your team got an injury and now you're waiting again and waiting again. I'm going for it.
How long y'all think it would take Ja to figure this team out?
You funny.
Yeah, you super funny.
Yeah. I mean, we already said everything kind of like the Lakers just don't defend anything, especially just like the starting lineup doesn't. And they said over the broadcast too that the Lakers are like bottom of the league in like making passes during the game. And it just makes sense with the players that we have. But it also just be getting us in trouble sometimes. Like we had a lot of, and I don't think the turnover battle was crazy. It was like 11-9. But we had some just turnovers where we were on a run and then they just picked the pocket or we try to make a home run pass and it was just other way. The Spurs just had a lot of momentum changes and I thought they did a real good job when Mitch Johnson told them in the huddle or the timeout. He said that like just push the pace. The Lakers ain't gonna get back. They don't want to get back. That's all the Spurs did was push the pace. And I think they got so many open looks off of it. The Lakers have so many problems of just staying in front of somebody.
And
they
getting
get
back, like you said, I think a lot of it is Luka.
Yeah.
In this specific game, Luka was just like
complaining. There's complaining
he
to the
complaining
refs.
to the ref,
and it's
he
a
not getting
5-on-4.
back, bro. He
Like-
not
Harrison
getting
Barnes
back.
had a dunk, wide open dunk in semi-transition with like 13 seconds left in like the third quarter.
Yeah,
And
yep.
it was Jackson Hayes and Luka just didn't run back because they assumed that the Spurs were
Was
just
just
going to
gonna
dribble the clock out.
Yeah.
And Stephon Castle just hits Harrison Barnes running down the
But I
middle. and
think
it's
it
a
caught
dunk.
the Spurs off guard a little bit too.
That they didn't run back.
Yeah, it was like, oh, we got a free like dunk. Let's go get it. Yeah.
They're 9-3 since Wemby went down.
And this is last night I was thinking like this is a coach of the year type stretch from Mitch Johnson.
He called
when-
every time out when the Lakers could sniff a run.
Yeah, and
Did y'all
also
like the hot mics where you could just hear
Yeah,
both of the
he was
coaches?
loud as
It
hell.
threw me
Yeah,
off
he
a
was.
bit.
He
but I
was
do
so
like it.
loud.
Because
It
it
threw me
didn't
off a
really
bit.
happen in the first quarter.
Yeah.
But by the second quarter, we heard everything Mitch Johnson
Get
ever
back,
said.
drop. I'm like, what is
Bro,
that?
voice came
He said,
all deep.
he was
off.
like,
If it ain't
Good job.
there, if it ain't there, you can pull it out. If it ain't there, you can pull it out.
Boy,
And guess
super
what that
deep
Vassell
through the
did?
TV.
He did not pull that shot. He pulled a mid-range jumper that was crazy.
I'm thinking it's a fan at first. And then I'm like, oh, there's Mitch Johnson over
And
there?
at the end
Because
of
I heard
one-
JJ Redick.
Right, they had like
Yeah.
a 1 second on the shot clock, and Jay is like, "Luka, don't guard the inbound, go over
Yeah,
here."
yeah.
And then it's cut to Luka. Luka was like, "I'm like, oh no, this ain't a good sign, man."
Luka didn't know what he was doing.
But yeah, Marcus Smart to hit a 3 or the Lakers will get some stops.
Yep,
Time out.
perfect
Let's
time,
go talk
man.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole stretch without Wemby has been like very impressive. They like stayed afloat. They like the 5th seed. They still kept their head above water. There was no huge regression from them. So like I was
Go get Jan. Well, if you can.
I love
Call.
they didn't move off their principles, because on the broadcast, Van Gundy was very adamant, like, Luke Cornett got to get out of that drop. He got to get out of that drop against Luka. They continued to play their basketball and eventually got the stops they needed, and then turned those stops to fast break points. And it's a fun ass team.
I
man.
did think Luka was going to force them to stop playing drop, but no, they stuck with it.
I mean, he had 35. You know, he got his averages, or his average. He didn't get his assists or his rebounds, but you know,
I mean, that's kind of been a recipe for defending Luka.
Braun caught the body when he mentioned the body that Braun caught, and then the block on the other end.
Yeah, he got that. That was a crazy back-to-back.
Can he
stretch.
play a few more years?
Absolutely, he can.
And then I love the
I
fact
was
that
told he fell off.
bro was sitting there yelling in Luke Cornett's face like, I'm and I'm
Luke
like, that's
Luke
what
Cornett's such a
basketball
nice
is
guy,
for,
too.
baby.
Luke Cornett just smiled at him. Good dunk, man.
What is he gonna do?
Tap him
Fight
on the
him?
butt. No, but it's like
Luke Cornett
you
is
gotta
mad. It's
smile.
probably like, I'm all over social media right now.
And you part of history. You got dunked on by almost a 41-year-old.